Here we're going to look at adding some presets that we found online. Now for me, I found these at Motion Array, which is a great website for After Effects and templates and all these great things, and just to help us along with our motion graphics. Now I downloaded it here. It's 10 more free After Effects presets. So let's take a look at what we could do. So I've downloaded the zip file from online, and what I'm going to do now, I haven't installed this yet, so I'm going to show you how to install them. And usually when we see something like this is how we normally would install these specific presets. So it's a zip file that I have, so I'm just going to double click on it. And when I double click, it's going to release into the folder. And what I have here are obviously how to do it, the instructions, and my Motion Array 10 more type presets. And here they are with the file extension of .ffx. Okay, so those are After Effects effects. Great. Preset 1 all the way to 10. Now, how do we install these? Very simply, actually. I'm going to go to my applications. So on a Mac, I'm going to go to my applications folder, or I can go up here, go and applications. But I'm just going to click on it over here, and I'm just going to grow up all the way to After Effects. And under my After Effects folder, what I could see is the launch, a few other folders, but the main one I want are presets. So I'm going to put my presets in there. So let me click on that, and it'll open up here. Great. So now I have that open, and what I can do now is actually, I've already installed one before, so here's another one. So that's all I'm going to do is just drag this folder from this window. And there it is, Motion Array. So we just have to remember the name of it. And I'm sure we could even change the name of it. And it's going to show up here in just a little bit. Motion Array, 10 more presets, and here they are. Okay, so I'm going to close that. That's done. This is done. I don't need this anymore. I can throw this out. All right. So now what I can do is come up here to my effects and presets. Now I don't see it here, obviously. It would be in animation presets, but currently if I twirl that down, still don't see it. So what I can do is I can go to my drop down here and click on refresh list. Now if this doesn't work, what I can do is just shut it down, turn it back on again, and hopefully it would show up. Shut down my After Effects, turn it on, and let's see if I twirl it down. There it is, Motion Array, the effects, the presets, there they are. So let's try these out. Now I know when I downloaded these, it's always something to look at for the description of what you're actually seeing and what these presets are made for. Now some presets are set, they have to be in specific dimensions, so the composition needs to be a specific dimension. Now these ones were set that the dimension of my composition needs to be 1920 1080, which is great. Now if it's not, you could always scale it down, but it's good to use it in the size that it was given to you at. So 24 frames per second, 20 seconds. Let's see what we have here. I'm going to press OK. Actually, you know what? Let's do a little bit of Motion Array preset. Always good to name your comps. And I'm just going to press OK. Great. So I want to use one of these presets. These ones aren't named. Now I had some from before. They actually have names, so they kind of give you an idea of what they are. These ones do not. So that's kind of unfortunate. However, let's play through it. So what I'll do is, I knew that these were typeset animations, so let me just add some type. So I'm just going to type in the word hello, as I often do. Just bring it up a little bit, because I don't know what this animation is going to do. So let's just center it and center the anchor point. And now let's open that preset. There it is. And let's drag it right onto my text layer. And let's see what this does. So if I just play it through, number one, I see a couple things right away. I see an animator number one. I see an expression selector. So great. There's an expression on here. Let's see what we could do here. There's a rotation. And let's just play through. I see some other effects here that were used, an animation effect, a slider effect. Okay, so there's my ease in and ease out. There's some more keyframes. Let's see what all this does together. Let's just play it through. Very cool. Comes in, comes out. That's it. That's your cool preset that we have there. Let's do this again and see what we have. Command D. I'm just going to get rid of all these effects and get rid of all these keyframes and get rid of any of these expressions and just delete it. Okay, great. So now it's kind of clean again. I can get rid of the animator, and that is it. So now I have nothing on here. So what I deleted were all the things that were connected to it. Now I'm just kind of back to normal, but it is 3D, I noticed. So let me even shut the 3D off. So it's just really back to normal. I could have obviously just typed hello again, but I just want to show you the things you can delete that kind of get it back to its normal route. And there we go. Now let's click on another one. Let's just go to preset 6. Let's click on that. All right, now we noticed something here too. My CTI was actually placed here. Once you bring a preset in, the animations are going to start where the CTI was, which happened to be right here. So let me undo that. And let me bring the CTI back to the beginning. And now I'm going to bring in that preset again. And now, once again, because my CTI was here, my animation or my keyframe, my very first keyframe starts where my CTI was. And this one's happens to be at the beginning. So let's play it through. So what do we see here? Another animator 1, expression selector, and there's a scale. There's an effect. And this is where I see that my keyframes are. And animation, another slider. Let's see what that does. Okay, same idea, very similar, but a really kind of cool way to animate out. I'm not going to go through all these because there's some pretty interesting ones you could always play around, but generally this is how you bring in third-party effects with a .ffx file extension, bring them into your preset folder, and this is how you load them and this is how you use them. So the one thing I could do here too with presets is actually just play around with them. The preset is just kind of a starting point too, if you really want to look at it that way. It kind of gets you somewhere, and then you can start playing around with it if you want to extend out the time, if you want to set out the duration, shrink the duration, so this comes in quicker and it lasts a lot longer. And I could even delete some keyframes. You know what? I don't need to animate it out. I just want to animate it in and it stays there, and I'm happy with that. So there's a lot we could do with our animations and play around with presets. It could be something we use as is, or we could always play around with.